Somebody is on. Can we mute our mic? Thank you. So if you can hear me once again, good evening, everyone. If you can hear me, just type 1 in the comment section and let's please mute our mic. Please, let's mute our mic and type 1 in the comment section if you can hear me. Okay, so I will have to mute everybody from this end. I think we have a good number then. So yeah, I was expecting 5 people initially, but since we already have 10 people on call, I will start the class right about now. So let me share my slides so we can get started. Just give me a minute, please, to share my screen. Okay, good evening, everyone. Can you see my screen? If you can see my screen, type yes in the comment section if you can see my screen. Okay, fine. Thank you, Ibukun. If you can see my screen, type yes in the comment section. Awesome. Okay. Okay, that's fine. So I don't want to waste our time because time is very, very important for me and for everyone because time is very, very valuable. So good evening, everyone, and welcome to this class. So I usually have this virtual class at least once or twice in a month to share some of my experience as a digital marketer and an international development expert. So basically for people who are in business or whatever business you are doing at all, because like I always tell people, whether you're employed, whether you are working in any industry, you are self-employed, you work for government, you have your own business, you are a family man, you are a student, you are a music artist, or any niche or any industry you find yourself, what we are all doing in this world is we are trying to sell ourselves to become more valuable, because when you become more valuable, people pay you for the value that you bring into the table. So in every niche you find yourself, in every business you find yourself, we must all have that ability to sell. So a few days back, I posted on my Facebook, I think it was yesterday, I posted something that the 2 most important skills in the world for anybody to learn is the skill of effective communication and the skill of marketing. If you have these 2 skills, effective communication and marketing, you can never go broke. Yes, trust me for that word. If you have those 2 skills, you are able to communicate effectively to a larger number of audiences what you are doing, and you are able to market to them whatever your product or services you are bringing to the table. You can never go broke. And what makes it so easy to do these days in 2022 going forward is because of our ability to now use the internet space to thrive, to sell whatever you are selling, whatever business you are selling, to show it to the world. You have the internet, and we have about over 7 billion people in the world. Now, having said that, knowing that you have 7 billion people in the world, and which everybody is competing for attention, which makes the internet a very difficult place to sell whatever you are selling, even though it's cheaper, it's faster, it's easier than doing business offline. But if you are going to be putting your business online, the very first thing you want to understand is that you are going there to fight for people's attention. Unlike in the 90s, in the early 90s, where people's attention span is about 20%. People's attention span these days have been reduced to about 4%. That's why you see that when you go to all the social media network that you have on your phone, if I ask us now, how many people have at least 5 social media apps on our phone? I'm sure majority of us do. You have Facebook, we have Instagram, you have TikTok, you have LinkedIn, you have WhatsApp, and every day of our life, we spend time on each of these apps. And when you're on this app, most times you just keep scrolling. You keep scrolling until you see a thing that catches your attention. So as somebody who wants to do business online, that is the first thing you have to understand, that what you are fighting for online is attention. For people to be grabbed to whatever product or services you are bringing to the table. Because it is when people can see what you are selling, that is when they can raise up their hand and say, I want to buy, or I'm interested in whatever you are doing, whether as a business or as a self-employed person who is selling their idea and trying to solve problems. So I'm not going to delve into what marketing is in this class. I've done several classes, both on WhatsApp, in my Telegram close group, and short videos on TikTok and on my YouTube about what marketing is. So this class is not focused on what marketing is about, but this class is going to help you understand the basics, the simple strategy that you need to adopt when you want to start a business online. Or if you have an existing business already, online or offline, and you are trying to bring that business online, what are the very first things that you need to take care of as an individual, as a business, as an organization, so that when your business eventually goes online, you don't suffer. You don't just be in business and you are not able to make money, because the end goal of any business is that they want to make money, they want to be successful, they want that business to outlive them. So how do you achieve all of that? All of that starts with you understanding the basic internet marketing principle. And that starts with this quote that marketers are farmers, they are not hunters. So if you look at an hunter, when a hunter goes into the bush to hunt for meat, the hunter just goes about looking for its prey. Whatever prey he finds in the bush, he wants to kill and hunt it down. So you don't want your marketing strategy to be in that format, just looking everywhere for the animal you can kill. But once you approach your marketing as farmer, so what do farmer do? Farmer are people who plant, they tend, they plow, they fertilize, they weed, and they repeat this process over and over again. And when they do so, they reap the fruit of their labor. So that's why Seth Godin in his book, This is Market, you might want to get that book and read it. So Seth Godin is saying in that book that your marketing strategy should be like a farmer and not a hunter. Because if you are like an hunter, then you are somebody that is doing business looking at every shiny object that you can get. And what do I mean by that? So today you hear that the thriving business online is selling clothes. You start selling clothes. So a month later, you hear that, oh, what is selling fast online now is phone accessories. You start selling phone accessories. Maybe after 2 months, you hear again that, oh, the best business to do online now is drop shipping. You jump at drop shipping. You are just an hunter. You are not in business. Yes, you could make little money, but that is not a good strategy for somebody who wants to do business and wants the business to outlive them. So if you want to do a business that will outlive you, you must take your marketing strategy as a farmer. You must understand that it's a process. and you want to go through that process. So what we are going to be doing is that for you to now understand this process, somebody is raising hand. Yes, at the end of this class, we are going to have opportunity to ask questions. And I'm going to take about 20 minutes for us to ask questions. Whatever business you are doing, whatever things you are doing right now and need answers to, I'll provide you 20 minutes to ask questions or even more as time permits. But I want to quickly get this message and value for us so that we can understand how to start our business online. So if you want to start your business online, like I said, you want to first understand this principle, the Pareto Principle. And this is a principle that works throughout life in whatever thing you are doing in life. If you take note of this principle, use it and practice it over time, and it becomes an habit for you, you are going to be successful. So what does Pareto Principle says? It says that 80% of the output from a given situation or system is determined by the 20% of input. So there's a popular saying that says that do less to achieve more. There's even a book. I can't remember the name of the book categorically now, but the book is all about how you can do less to achieve more. So in business too, especially doing business online, the first question you want to ask yourself is, what are the 20% of things I need to focus on as a business that will determine the 80% of my outputs, my profits, my success of my business online? First, you have to identify these 20% inputs that you have to put in your business as an online business. Now, if you do these few things, are you going to get that 80% result? Yes. But if you neglect these few 20% input that you need to put in your business and you focus on the 80%, just doing all about doing everything you can lay your hand on and not focusing on the 20%, what is going to happen is that you are not going to be successful in that business. If you focus on everything and not just the few 20% that are critical in your business is going to suffer. So now that you understand this, the 80%, 20% rule, that what you need to do is focusing on 20% of things that are very important for you to achieve massive 80% of results. So in this class, I'm now going to be showing you how you can start focusing on 20% of what is important in your business. So like I said, it doesn't matter if you are just starting a business. It doesn't matter if your business has been existing online, whether 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, 5 years. But what is important now is that if you have not leveraged this principle, now I'm going to be teaching you how to maximize this principle for your business, whatever you are doing now, for it to scale. So what you are going to be learning is this, which is the master key to every business online. So what is the master key to every business that exists online? According to J. Abraham, J. Abraham is one of the best marketer in the world. He's one of the best that par with people like Gary Halbert. So these are people that lay the foundation of marketing. And please, let's mute our mic. Please, let's mute our mic, please. Thank you. So J. Abraham is one of the most successful marketers in the world. And what J. Abraham is teaching us here, and this is what I have done to scale my own business since 2013 as a consultant. And if you are going to be using this principle from today, understanding that what you want to do as a business is 20% critical important things that gives you 80% of results. There are just 3 things, and this is what I'm going to be teaching you here. So number 1 is that activities of every business that exists, whether your business is offline, whether your business is online, the 3 major activities, which are the 20% of what you need to focus on. Take that word. These 3 things I'm going to be telling you are the 20% of things that determine the success of your business. Number 1 of them is your business is to increase the number of customers. So whether you agree with me or not, it depends on how much you are making in your business now. You might have been complaining, oh, I'm in business and I'm not making the money I expected to make. Maybe your target is to make 100,000 naira every month. And at the end of the month, you look at your purse and maybe you are only making 30,000. The reason why you are making 30,000 and not 100,000 or even more is because you have not focused on the activities of increasing the number of customers. So what do we mean by increasing the number of customers? So you agree with me that for every business that exists, you need people to buy what you are selling. So let me give you this instance for people that knows Lagos very well. So you will ask yourself, why is it that people that hawk on the street, you see them more in places like Oshodi compared to Banana Island? Think about it. When you go to Oshodi, you see a lot of people selling in the traffic, people who are commuting on that road. But when you go to Banana Island, you hardly see these people that hawk on that street. Why? Why? Because in Oshodi is a very congested area where you have millions of people moved in every day, in a scorching sun in Lagos, in traffic, and everybody is sweating. So you need water to cool off, you need soft drink to cool off, you want to buy gala and all of those stuff. You see those hawkers selling them, and they make more and more money every day, even though that job is stressful. But if you go to a place like Banana Island, where everybody is just cruising in their AC, in their car, in their Porsche ride, so hardly will you see somebody hawking there. Why? Because you need those numbers to make money. And those street hawkers understand this. And increasing the number of your customers is what we know as lead generation. So imagine that street hawker on the streets and somebody that is sweating, that is inside one downfall or one car at Oshodi. The person will be shouting at the hawker, hey, bring one gala, bring one gala, bring one cold water. You see that is the customer now that is shouting, that is waving at the person selling. It's not you that is selling, that is running after the customer, but it's the customer that is thirsty, that is inside the traffic, thirsty and sweating, that is shouting at you to give them gala and whatever they want to buy. And that is what it means by lead generation. So lead generation is how we advertise our business to potential customers to make them raise up with their hand and say, I'm interested in your business. Now, this class is not focused on lead generation, but you understand that if you're in business, the first thing is to increase the number of people that see what you are selling. And how you do that is lead generation. So as we go on, I'll give you more perspective to what this means. So number 2 is for you as a business, your second most important activity is persuading these customers to buy more in their initial order. To do what? To buy more in their initial order. So stay with me until that analogy I gave you about those street hawker. So the street hawker, you've shouted at the person now, the person comes to you and say, oh, take one gala. And he said, give me one Coke. And the person is like, oh, telling you that, okay, why not buy 2 gala? Because this traffic is still very, very long. You might still spend like 3-4 hours in this traffic. Or you can even buy 1 extra Coke. Or maybe if you don't want to take 2 Coke, okay, buy 1 Coke and buy 1 water. The person is now persuading you to buy more. from the initial order you have made. So in every business you are also, this is your second most important activity. After people have raised their hand to say, I'm interested in what you are selling. The second thing is when they now come to you and they are ready to buy, you don't just want them to buy at the initial phase, but you want them to buy more. And how you make people buy more of what you sell is based on persuasion. So persuasion is a very powerful tool in business that a business person should learn, must learn, not even should learn. It's a very powerful business tool that you should learn. And one of the ways you can learn this, you can go subscribe to YouTube channel, watch videos about persuasion marketing and all of those. But one book that will help you the most is this book from Robert Cialdini, Influence. The title of that book is Influence. So if you get that book, you learn about 6 persuasion principles that you can start using to persuade your customers so that they can start buying more from you. This is the second most important activity for you as a business. So number 3 is you want to encourage these customers after they have bought at the initial phase. You want them to come to your shop and buy over and over and over again. And this is where the power of relationship comes in. So as a business, you understand that marketing is science, and it is a science of encouraging people who are interested in buying what you are selling to buy from you. That is the simple definition of marketing. You are encouraging people who are interested in buying what you are selling to buy from you. That is marketing. So how do you encourage people to buy from you? Number 1, you want to develop a relationship. And why you are developing this relationship is that you want them to buy from you over and over and over again. Because if somebody buys from you for the first time, it's insignificant. You are not a successful business. Maybe I come to your shop and I buy maybe a shirt from you for the first time, and that's all I can buy from you. You are not successful as a business. As a business, you should be able to create a relationship with me whereby I can buy shirt from you over and over and over and over again. And not just me buying. It comes to a stage where you create that relationship to an extent that I become like a partner to you. I start telling other people about your business. And that's what this book is talking about when it talks about power of 200, how to sell anything. There's a book called How to Sell Anything. So in that book, you learn about power of 250. The power of 250 is that if you can create a good relationship, like the number of people you can know in your entire lifetime that you can know and quickly remember their name, there are about 250 people. Now imagine these 250 people are so much more important to you that you've created a very good relationship with them. And these 250 people now became like, campaigner of your business, telling more people about your business. Imagine what 250 people will do for you if they can put on their WhatsApp status, for instance, like each of them, they put your business on their WhatsApp status. And from these 250 people, you get like 50 other customers, 100 other customers. That is the kind of relationship you want to create with your customer, so that you take them from a journey from being a stranger. After being a stranger, they become a customer. After they become a customer, you want to take them to a level where they become a super customer. So after they become a super customer, you want them to get to a level where they become your fan. And being a fan is not enough. Then you want to take them to a place where they become your partner, which is the best and the highest place you can take your business to. Because when they get to that stage, they can tell all the good about your business, and your business will continue to thrive. So at this point, you will want to ask yourself, how much is the worth of your customer, your single customer, each of them? How much they worth to you? So if your customer just worth 20K to you, maybe you are selling shirts and your shirt is worth 20K. If if that 20K is what your customer is worth, you are losing a lot in your business. Now, if this is where I'm ending this class, I think I have justified telling you the most important thing you need to do right now that can make you rich in your business. But I'm not going to stop there, because before we get to this three phase of saying increasing your customer, persuading them to buy more from you, and creating a relationship, there is a phase which I did not talk about. And the phase is like the genesis of the whole thing. The genesis of how you increase your customer, how you persuade them, and how you create a relationship for them to buy more from you. The genesis is that for every business, for every business starts like this, with this question. And this is the most important marketing question. And for anybody who does not even have a business, and anybody who wants to make money in life, you must be able to answer this question. Why? Because everybody has been given a talent. You have been given a gift, whether the gift is acquired, whether the gift is inborn. Then what you now need to do is to understand how to now use that gift to solve problem. And I always tell people, if you are the kind of person that fall in love with problems, if you are the kind of person that fall in love with problem, you are never going to go broke. Listen to me again. If you are the kind of person that fall in love with problem, you are never going to go broke. And that is because the first question you want to ask yourself as a business person, I think I stopped sharing my slide. Okay, let me share again. So the first question as a business that you want to ask yourself is that, how can I identify a group of hungry people and create a feeding frenzy? A feeding frenzy is like you are creating a competitive advantage for people. Now, how does this happen? If I'm broke right now, like I'm broke, I don't have any money on me, and I want to make money in the next 24 hours, this is the question I'm going to ask myself. What is the problem in my immediate environment I can solve right now? Like I can create a solution for right now. And not just a problem. I'm talking about a problem that people are interested in, not just one person. A group of people are interested in the solution to that problem. And that's how you make more money. Because if you go back to what I said about the key business key, which is increasing the number of your customers, and you come to this place where I said hungry group. So we are not talking about identifying a problem for a singular person, but we are talking about a group of people who have a problem that you have identified, and you are able to create the solution to that problem. When you are able to do that, then you can now go back to those business key principles and increase the number of people who are interested in that solution. Because when you now increase the number of people who are interested in that solution, then you will be able to persuade them to say, I'm interested in this solution. Then you start creating a relationship with them to buy more from you. So if you are able to answer this question at every point in time you are broke, you have just find yourself the simplest principle, the secret ingredients of making money online. So now let's go to the next step, because the question does not end there. If you now dig deep into the question is like now saying you found out your target audience. You find out the people who are hungry for a particular solution. I'm not talking of one group. I'm not talking of 10. I'm talking in terms of hundreds of people who are interested in a particular solution of the problem they are facing. Those are your target audience. So you ask yourself, who are my target audience? So take for instance, you are selling shirts. Take for instance, you are an HR person. You are in the human resource place, a human resource niche industry. In human resource industry, who are the people that need human resource? Companies need human resource, right? People who are looking for job need human resource. They are your target audience. So what do you want? That's the next question you ask yourself. I've identified my target audience. Okay, I'm a human resource person. Okay, I'm in drop shipping. I'm selling clothes. And the kind of clothes I sell, for instance, are luxury clothes. I don't sell all these 2,500 clothes. Talking about selling clothes that was like 20,000, 30,000, luxury clothes, right? And you are a teacher, for instance, who are your target audience? Maybe you are a lecturer, higher institution student, you are a secondary school teacher, high school student, you are a primary school teacher, then maybe the basic children like that. So they are your target audience. So what do you want? Now, based on your audience, you now start asking yourself, what do these people want? So I always use this example, and let me use it again here. Like if you are a dentist, for instance, a dentist, when you hear the word dentist, I know what will occur to many of us will be like, okay, a dentist is somebody that helps us remove our teeth. But as a dentist, that is not your business.
I don't put that.
For instance, when I say dentist, let me repeat that again. When I say dentist, what will come to everybody's mind is, oh, dentist. I go to dentist and remove my teeth. And the dentist himself is thinking, my business is removing people's teeth. But that is not the business of a dentist. I can tell you like 4 or 5 things now that is the business of a dentist, and you'll be surprised. Number one, a dentist is somebody that makes you have a sense of belonging. So imagine you have tooth problem like mouth odor. Will you be able to stay in the midst of your friend? No, definitely no. So if a dentist can help you solve your mouth odor problem, your problem is you want to have a sense of belonging. You want to be able to be in the midst of your friend and feel comfortable. That's one. Number two, you know that even if you have mouth odor, you may have problem in your relationship. So a dentist can also help you solve your relationship problem in that sense, because if you have mouth odor, you may not be able to toast a lady. And that's also the business of a dentist, not just removing teeth. So if we now even come to the removing teeth part, so somebody that has toothache, the problem of that person is the person is feeling uncomfortable. And what the dentist is doing is, what the dentist is selling to that person is comfort, not removing teeth. Because when the dentist remove that teeth, the person feels comfortable. So it is that comfort that you need to sell the person, not I am removing teeth. Just the same way you are selling clothes, you are selling wristwatch, you are selling shirts. Shirt is not what you are selling for crying out loud. What you are selling is, I can say, you are selling a sense of belonging. People want to wear clothes and feel like, yes, I have arrived. People want to wear your wristwatch and say, and get to that party and somebody saying, oh, that wristwatch that guy wear is one of the best of its kind. The person wants to feel proud of themselves. Just like I give you an example of Rolex. So the USP of Rolex, unique selling proposition. We'll get to that in this class. Rolex, their unique selling proposition is that we sell wristwatches that winners wear. So Rolex is telling you that our wristwatch is for winners. So you that want to buy, why do you not think people buy Rolex wristwatches? Because they want to feel like a winner. And that is what Rolex is selling. And that's why you see that Rolex wristwatches are not just for regular people. You see people in sports, people like Polo Club. You see people that play lawn tennis buying Rolex worth $20,000. I feel like, what? What do you want to use 20,000 naira rituals? Because what Rolex is selling to them is that our wristwatch is for winners. So what they are selling is not wristwatch. Is that mentality that when you wear a wristwatch, you become a winner automatically. So in every business, you should understand what your target audience wants. So it's not enough to identify that, okay, I'm selling shares to a group of people. So what does this demography of people, what do they want? That's your second question. Then your third question is, how can you now motivate this audience to buy your product or services now, as in right now? Because as a small scale business, you don't want to play the big boy game. And what do I mean by big boy game? You don't want to play the branding or branding business game. We are talking about business like the Coca-Cola of this world, the Pepsi-Cola of this world, the General Electric of this world. So if you look at those companies I've mentioned, if you look at their adverts, Mercedes-Benz, in all of those companies, if you, Toyota of this world, if you look at those companies, if you look at their adverts, you will not see anything like come and buy Toyota car. You will not see anything like come and buy Coke. You will not see anything like come and buy Benz. Even Rolex that I use as an example, you will not see anything like come and buy Rolex wristwatch, because their advert is mainly for branding, just for them to create an emotion in your mind, in your psychology, so that every time you think about I'm thirsty, the first thing you think about is Coke. Anytime you think about I want to be a winner, what you think about is Rolex. Anytime you are thinking about a luxury car, what you think about is Mercedes. So they play the branding game and they spend billions. Like Coca-Cola now, they spend like 4 billion on advert every year. You don't even have 1 million to run adverts. So as a small business, the number 3 question is that how can I motivate my target audience on what they want to buy it right now? That is your business. And that is why we are talking about and you know what they want. Number 3, you want to be able to motivate this audience to act now, because you cannot be playing the big brand game. The big brand, they don't care about you buying now, because you've never seen in a Coca-Cola advert where Coca-Cola will say, come and buy now. You've not seen in any Mercedes-Benz advert where Mercedes will say, come and buy Mercedes now. You've not seen even a Pepsi advert where Pepsi will come and say, buy Pepsi now. Because they are playing a brand business game, whereby they know that in a long time, when you are thinking about being thirsty, when you are thinking about luxury cars, then you come for them, because they've already put the picture of their brand in your memory. But you as a small business, your business is to motivate your audience to buy whatever you are selling right now. And that is what you want to do. And that is why you must understand who your audience are, what they want, and motivate them to buy it now. So after you understand these 3 basic questions, then what next do you need to do as a business? Please let us mute our mic so that we avoid interference. Please let us mute our mic. Thank you. So next thing that we'll be talking about, this, I'm not going to dwell on this part because I just carved this part out of my previous Zoom section. So you can go to my YouTube, search for my name on YouTube, Sheriff Badamosi. You will see the last Zoom class that I did, which is about this is marketing. So in that class, I explained these 7 principles of marketing that can make you sell your product or your services faster. And those 7 principles are that number 1, you've defined your audience, which we are talking about today. That is, you are defining your audience. What are the things you need to do pre-existing your business online, or if your business has been existing online and you have not been making the maximum use of the online space, how do you redirect your business to now start selling more? So you need to understand these 7 principles. 1, you define your audience. 2, you always use a hook. A hook is like a story. It's like an headline that catches people's attention. Remember, I told you that what you are fighting for in the online space is attention. Is attention, not about selling your business now. You want to be able to hook people to whatever business you have so that they will be interested in that business. And you use hook, headlines to do that by telling a story of your business. Number 3, you always want to sell the big idea about your business. So I used the dentist as an example the other time, where the business of a dentist is not removing teeth, but helping build a relationship, helping your health, and also making you feel a sense of belonging, just to mention three things that a dentist do. Now, those are the things you want to sell to your potential customers. So if you are selling clothes, for instance, you are selling luxury, you want people to feel a sense of belonging. You want to help people to come out proud of themselves, maybe when they go to an occasion. So that is the kind of thing you want to sell when you are talking about what you are selling. Then number 4 is always use a unique selling proposition. So if you stay with me on this class, I'm going to explain this number 4 to you in this class, which is very, very like most important thing you need to know right now. And I will touch a bit on number 5, which is also about removing the risk of buying. So take for instance, a lot of people sell clothes now online. A lot of people sell wristwatches online now. A lot of people are selling things on WhatsApp. So how do you remove this risk of people buying? Like, I look at your WhatsApp, you are posting clothes, everybody is posting clothes. So what makes you different that I need to buy your clothes? What are the fears I'm having that is making me feel like, I can't buy clothes from you? So how do you do that? I'm going to tell you in the next slide. And number 6 is about focusing on what is in it for your clients. Please let's mute our mic, please. Then number 6 is about what is in it for your clients. So your business is not about you. The moment you think that your business is about you, you are going to be shooting yourself in the leg and you're not going to be selling, because your business is about your customer. Your business is about your customer. Take Amazon, for instance. Jeff Bezos is like one of the richest people in the world. When Jeff Bezos started Amazon, what Amazon was selling was basically books. And that's what makes Jeff Bezos the richest man in the world. But Jeff Bezos said something. He said, we are in the business of customer service, not selling book. Look at that USP. We are in the business of selling customer service, not books. So you think of, okay, Amazon is in the US, and if you order a book from Amazon today, in the next 24 hours, you are going to get that book in your doorstep in Nigeria. And if you order that same book, let's say from Jumia or from Konga or any other bookstores in Nigeria here, it might take 7 days for you to get that book. So what's the difference? What Amazon is selling is customer service. We deliver to you expressly. So we'll get to that in the next slide. Now, number 7 is now always have a CTA. CTA means call to action. Now, you tell a story about your brand. You tell the person a storyline about what you are selling, your products, your services, and you've also told them about your unique selling point, why they need to buy from your brand and not your competitors. You've removed the risk of buying. You've given them a guarantee, and you've made what you are selling about them and not about you. But still, you have to understand that in the online space, you are fighting for attention. I can't but buttress this point over and over again. So especially if you are using social media like Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, LinkedIn, WhatsApp to sell, people's attention span are very, very limited. And you want to communicate directly what you are selling to them and what step you want them to take. So take, for instance, you've posted clothes on your WhatsApp status. And following that WhatsApp status, you posted clothes, you posted wristwatch, and at the end of it, that's just all. You have not told me what you want me to do next, so I'll just view it as viewing clothes and wristwatches, and that's all. But you want to be able to say, maybe in your next status, and tell a story to say, okay, the clothes you've seen, they are luxury clothes. You want to be able to communicate to me why I need to buy these clothes from your store. You also want to give me a guarantee that when I buy these clothes, I'm not going to regret buying these clothes from you. You also want that clothes to be about me, not about you. So you will now tell me the benefit of buying these clothes from you. Then you will not end it there. You will now say, okay, if you buy these clothes today, which is the call to action, if you buy these clothes today, we deliver to your doorstep in the next 24 hours. Or say, if you buy these clothes today, we are going to give you a coupon to order for 3 other clothes from our shop and get 20% discount. So I will tell you why I'm saying that in the next slide now. And that is about differentiation. There's a book called Differentiate or Die. It's also a business book. Go through that book. That book is simply explaining to you about differentiating your business. So I just use a popular thing that everybody is doing online now to explain to you, which is everybody is selling clothes now. Everybody is selling shirts. Everybody is selling drop shipping. Everybody is selling household utensils, and they are using WhatsApp to do all of these things. So how do you differentiate yourself from millions of people selling this same thing? And that is what I've just run you through in the 7 marketing principles that convert. If you use those principles step by step, if it is just WhatsApp marketing you are doing, you are going to sell 10 times more than you are selling now. I can guarantee you that. But that starts by you understanding your unique selling proposition. USP means unique selling proposition, and is one of the very most important way that you differentiate your business. So Seth Godin also said something. He said surprise and differentiation have far more impact than noise does. So I just gave you an example of somebody selling shirts, and all you do is just post shirts on your WhatsApp status, on your Instagram, on TikTok. What you are only doing is making noise. So if you want to differentiate yourself now, you are selling hair, for instance, you are just showing hair all over Instagram, TikTok, WhatsApp status. You are just making noise. How you are going to differentiate yourself from everybody selling hair, everybody selling shirts, everybody selling wristwatch, everybody selling HR business, you are a teacher. How you differentiate yourself is now, for instance, clothes business, is to now use your unique selling proposition. So in a very simple way, let me explain what unique selling proposition means to you. Unique selling proposition is you standing out from your competitors, something you do differently from your competitors. And I will use that same USP to explain it this way. 1, you must have an ultimate advantage over your competitors. So ultimate advantage now means that you now sit down and ask yourself, what is one thing that if I do this thing, I'm going to beat my competitors? And I use Rolex as an example for you. You see that most athletes, people that play golf, people that play lawn tennis, people that do Super Bowl, American wrestling, most of them use luxury wristwatches like Rolex. Why? Because Rolex told them that if you use our wristwatch, you are a winner. So why are they not using any other kind of wristwatch but Rolex? Because Rolex has been able to differentiate themselves from every other business by saying, buy our wristwatch and you are a winner. So what are you going to tell your clients by saying, buy my hair and Peter Obi is going to toast you when they see you next time? I'm just using that as an example. So you must have that unique selling proposition that once somebody remember your business, they remember the uniqueness of your business. That is your ultimate advantage. And one of the very first way you can know your ultimate advantage is to study your competitors. When you are studying your competitors, why you are studying your competitors is that you want to know their weakness, their weak points. What is your What are your competitors doing? And what are they not doing? So those things they are not doing are the things you are going to include in your own business to be able to differentiate yourself. So if you have that unique selling proposition, next thing is to now make a sensational offer. Offer is what you are selling. Now, how do you now make your offer sensational? So if I'm selling clothes, for instance, I can say, maybe after posting all my clothes on Instagram, TikTok, or WhatsApp status, I can now say, if you buy one t-shirt from me today, I can say, if you buy one t-shirt from me today, in the next 30 days, I'll give you opportunity to come back to my shop, pick 3 shirts, and pay half the price. Is that a good offer? I tell you that buy one shirt from me today, and in the next 30 days, I give you opportunity to come back in the next 30 days to come back to my store, and you pick 3 shirts. If those 3 shirts cost 50, let's say 100,000, pay 50,000. That's a very sensational. That is what we call Godfather irresistible offer. You, as a business, you must know how to craft irresistible offer, an offer that your client will not be able to say no to. So after you have that unique selling proposition that they know you that this is what this kind of business can do. Second thing is you give an irresistible sensational offer they cannot reject. So let's say you are in the hotel business. You say, okay, if you stay in our hotel for the next 7 days, for the rest of the month, we give you half of the price of the hotel. Oh, that kind of person will want to stay in that hotel like forever. Remember what the business key I told you initially, which is increasing your customer, persuading them to buy more from you, and creating a relationship that makes them to buy long term. So this is where you now key it into your sensational offer, because what you are doing by creating a sensational offer is that you are now creating an opportunity for them to buy from you again, for them to come back to your store and buy again. So when you're able to create a sensational offer, it doesn't end there. The third one is now creating a powerful promise. Creating a powerful promise. So a powerful promise is like a risk reversal process. What you are doing here is you are now giving a guarantee. Because if you are going to make money, a lot of people that will buy whatever you are selling are strangers. If you are focused on selling to family and friends, you are going to be poor. In the online space, your target audience are strangers, total people you don't know at all. And one of the ways you can now create this risk reversal for them to have that doubt of buying from you is to give them a guarantee. Let's say I'm selling information products, for instance. I can say after buying my book, maybe my book costs 20,000 naira. And I say that if you read this book, you are going to make $1,000 every month. And I'll tell you, if after you buy this book or you buy this course from me, which is 20,000 naira, and you don't make 1,000 naira in 1 month, return my book and I'll return your money back to you, and you can still keep that book. Is that a good guarantee? I'll leave the book for you, yes, and I'll still return your money for you. So how can you make powerful promises about your business so that when people want to have doubt, like, can I buy this thing? Should I buy? Should I not buy? That powerful promise will make them glue to your business, and you've already removed that doubt. Because what you want to do is increase the number of your customers, persuade them to buy from you, and create a relationship whereby they become a partners to buy from you long term. And this is the basic, simple principle in every business, whether online or offline, that you can start using today. Now, let me now give you a final bonus. The class is over, but the final bonus now is that how can you now do all of these things? Because I've said something. I said people that are going to buy your businesses are strangers. You should focus more on strangers. So how do you now make strangers that you don't know from anywhere buy from you? And that is where what we know as the power of positioning comes in. So if you are using social media, number one, I will just run through this step in the next 2 to 5 minutes and we close. Then we can ask questions. You want to first position yourself on social media. Like let's say, for instance, I want to become an info marketer, selling maybe software, selling maybe books, selling maybe video courses, which I've never done before, for instance. First thing I want to do is go to my social media. First, you have to understand which of the social media you are going to use. So my target audience, say people who want to buy video courses, people who want to buy books, where are they on social media? Will I find them on Facebook? Will I find them on Instagram? Will I find them on LinkedIn? First, you must understand where your target audience are online. When you know where your target audience are, you follow them there. If they're in Facebook group, you go there. If they're in Quora, Reddit, Pinterest, TikTok, LinkedIn, Twitter, you go to where your audiences are. YouTube, you go there and follow them. Start speaking the language of your followers. Number two things you want to do is now optimize that social media account you are using. So say for instance, you are using Facebook. You are selling video courses. You are selling info products. You are selling HR consulting. Number one, you want to appear like somebody people feel like they know, feel like they like, feel like they trust, because this is the KLT factor that helps you sell to strangers. People are going to buy from you when they feel like they know you, when they feel like they like you, when they feel like they trust you. That is when people are going to buy from you. So you are not going to appear on social media and say, for instance, your name is Sherif Badamosi, and I'm putting like tea bag, money bag, something like baby tush. That's not my name, for crying out loud. You appear genuine on social media. Put a very cute, loving picture of yourself where people can relate with and say, oh, if this person said he's selling a course that is cost 1,000, the person is already appeared $1,000, for instance, and I'm appearing like the person that does not even have 100 naira. That's already a no. People will not even engage with you. So you want to first optimize whatever social media of where your target audience are. Optimize it so that people first impression, people first see you as somebody they can follow, they can like, they can trust. So then you don't want to end there. One thing you can now do again to create credibility is that, yes, you are focused on one social media where your audiences are, but you need to now open account of other social media accounts and replicate the same format of, say, your Facebook. Replicate the same format of your Facebook, say on LinkedIn, on Twitter, on TikTok, the same format, replicate it there. Why? Because it creates credibility. People might want to find out more about it and say, okay, let me even go check this person out, if this person is legit. And they decide to go to Twitter. They find you on Twitter. They see the same thing they are seeing on your Facebook. They go to TikTok. They see the same thing they are seeing on your Facebook. They go to LinkedIn. They see the same thing they are seeing on your Facebook. That alone already create like and trust in their mind, like this person is legit. So if you want to start business online at all, that's the first thing you need to focus on again. First, optimize your social media account. After optimizing your social media account, first we've said you should identify the hungry crowd, the people you want to serve, the business you want to do. First, identify the problem you want to solve. After you identify the problem you want to solve, go and optimize your account so that you can create the KLT factor. Then number three, you now start with content. What kind of content you are now going to be creating will now be specific to the problem you are solving, so that you will now start increasing the number of people that are interested in that solution. And that's lead generation, whereby they will now be raising up their hand that they are interested in what you are selling. When you have started increasing the number of your followers by creating content that align with the solution you are selling, then you can now go to the next phase of educating them, not selling now. You now educate them to know more about their problems. After you know more about their problems, you start telling them about the benefits of getting this solution from you. And that is where you now close the sale. When they now say yes to their buying decision, then you now close the sale. That is when you now sell. But it is a process that starts from you optimizing your account, first identifying the problem, optimize your account, educate your clients before you sell, and start creating a long-term relationship so that they become partner to you in your business. Meanwhile, while you are creating content, there are two ways to now generate those traffic. You can decide to use organic traffic using content marketing, whereby you post on your social media every day to educate the people that are likely going to be interested in what you are selling. Or secondly, you use paid traffic. Paid traffic in the sense that you pay the social media accounts to let them open whatever you want to sell to millions of people. Like, for instance, you can do Facebook adverts, you can do Google ad, you can do YouTube adverts. Now we have TikTok adverts. So you can do all of that and attract more customers. Then a percentage of these customers will now buy whatever you are selling. And this is how to start a stream of business online. And if you also have an existing business online, this is how you scale that business 10x so that you make more online. So if you did not watch my previous video where I talk about this is marketing, how you now market, because what I tell you here is what you need to do before marketing. So when you now want to go through your marketing process, how do you go through your marketing process? That is what I discussed in my previous video, which you can go to my YouTube channel and watch. And please follow me on my social media account, especially my Twitter, because under my Twitter space, I talk a lot about mindset and I give out tips on sales and marketing. So this is the end of the class today, and I'll be attending to your question next. Thank you all for listening. So you can raise your hand to ask question. You can put your question in the chat box, or you can open your mic to ask your question. Anyone you prefer, we can do that now. So who wants to go first? Any question? Question. We have just 8 minutes to close. Anybody wants to ask question or give any feedback about the class, please go ahead.
Yes, good evening, sir.
Yeah, good evening.
It's Chris Emerson from Ghana.
Oh, Chris, good evening.
Yes, sir. Thank you so much. The class was really worth the time. And then one question I'm asking, I had to, yes, I was in and out of the class. So I'm asking if we can have access to the video, maybe in the WhatsApp.
Okay, definitely. I'm going to do that. I'm going to take the video, combine it, and put it on my YouTube channel where you can go watch it again.
Oh,
all right, thank you. Any other question? Anybody else want to ask any question? We still have 8 minutes to spare.
Okay, good evening.
Yeah, good evening.
Yes. For me, I just came into the class. I feel like I would have had so many questions to ask, but I came in just a few minutes ago. So I hope the recording will be available so that I can listen to it. I wouldn't want to ask you to start going back again.
Okay, no problem. No problem. It will be available on my YouTube channel. I'll share the link with you when it's on the YouTube channel so you can watch it again.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. Any more questions before we close? Question, feedback, whatever you feel like saying, please go ahead, please. I am listening.
Hello.
Hello. Hello, please go ahead. Hello, who is that? Please go ahead with your question. 6 more minutes to go. So I'm still here to entertain your question. If you don't want to speak, you can type your question in the chat box and I'll read and attend to the question. That's fine also if you don't want to talk.
Okay, can I ask one? But I don't know
Please
who
go
that
ahead.
person is. Maybe he's trying to speak.
Please go ahead.
Okay. So just 2 questions.
Yes.
I think this has to do with affiliate marketing, right?
This class?
Yes.
No. I didn't even mention affiliate marketing throughout the class. This is just me telling you how to do business online with whatever business you are doing. I didn't even mention affiliate marketing once.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. All right. All right.
Okay.
Okay.
Any other question? Do you want to ask any question on affiliate marketing? If you want to do that, please go ahead. You said you have 2 questions. So what's the second question?
Okay, so for affiliate marketing, I wanted to ask if you need money to start affiliate marketing.
Okay, so affiliate marketing, it depends on the affiliate platform you are joining to sell their products and services. So you can join any affiliate marketing. There are millions and millions of affiliate programs in the world. Jumia has affiliate program, Konga has affiliate program, Seller have affiliate program, Expertnia is there, Warrior Plus is there, Gate Response is there. A lot of them like that, they have affiliate platforms. But the question is not about you joining affiliate platform. The question is, do you know how to sell? Which is the most important thing. Yes, you can join any affiliate platform for free. Some you have to pay to join. Some is monthly subscription you have to pay to join. Some is yearly subscription you have to pay to join, while some are free. But that's not the important thing for me. The important thing is, if you don't know how to sell and you join an affiliate platform, it's just as good as you going to church and you are not saved, or you going to mosque and you are not practicing what is being said there. You just be on that platform and you'll be struggling to recommend those products to people who need them, because those affiliate platforms are there for you to promote whatever products that are there to people who want them right now. But if you don't know how to sell them, there's no way you are going to make money. So the important thing first is not the joining of the affiliate platform. The important thing first is learning how to sell. And like I start this class with, I said there are 2 most important skills in the world that everybody must learn in anything you are doing in the world, not just business. Now, in anything you are doing in the world, the 2 most important skills is effective communication and marketing. If you have those 2 skills, you can never go broke. And that's the most important thing. Yes, there are a lot of affiliate platforms you can join for free, but do you know how to sell online? If you know how to sell online, you can Google, you see a lot of them. Thank you.
Hello.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Good evening.
This is Christiana.
Okay, go ahead.
Yes, we have been talking about optimization.
Yeah.
So my question now is, I have chosen WhatsApp as my marketplace. How am I going to optimize? Hello?
Yeah, go ahead. I can hear you.
How am I going to optimize my Facebook account? My WhatsApp account, because I have choosing WhatsApp to be my that's my WhatsApp. That's my. I don't know how to put it.
So I get your question.
Have,
So I get your question. Let me just answer because we have just 2 minutes left. So, like I said,
okay.
if you are going to do business, I think I said it over and over again in this class. You must understand the platform you want to use, how those platforms work. So, if you are choosing WhatsApp, for instance, WhatsApp is not an isolated platform for business. WhatsApp is a closing tool, is a closing business hub, meaning you are bringing people from several other platforms to your WhatsApp. So this means that WhatsApp is not your platform. What you are using WhatsApp for is to close business. It means that you are either bringing people from your Instagram, you are either bringing people from your Facebook, you are either bringing people from your TikTok, or you are bringing people from your email marketing, or you are bringing people from your website to come to your WhatsApp. And when they come to your WhatsApp, what you want to do on WhatsApp is to close business. That is what WhatsApp is used for. WhatsApp is used to close business, not to be because you can use WhatsApp status, for instance, for stilt marketing. But before that stilt marketing, those people are coming from somewhere. And that somewhere is those other platforms you are using. But what you do on WhatsApp is to close business. So you cannot just say WhatsApp is my platform. No, it has to come from several other platforms, either your Facebook, your website, your Instagram, or TikTok. So I will leave it there now because we have just few seconds, and you can message me and I will tell you more about what you need to do. So I think that is all for today. If anybody has any further question, you can send me a message on my Twitter DM or my WhatsApp account, or you just click this website link that is here and it will take you directly to my WhatsApp. So thank you all for attending the class, and watch out for the video.